everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome back to Valentino's Day. Today we're just going to make it pretty short and simple. We're going to be looking at all the little decisions that we have for the replayable quest line, which is called Better Letters.
Claire, I knew you would come. You're a marvelously convenient talent for appearing when we're in need, don't you? Anywho, trouble's afoot. Word has spread of our previous endeavors, which under normal circumstances would be cause for celebration. But not so today. We've been inundated with letters from across the realm, entreating our aid with all manner of vexations. Our fellows have left me here alone to field those pleas, but I can't see to all this by myself. Please, won't you assist me in bringing succor to the hearts of the weary? I made a tidy little list of those who have written to us. No need to see to their thoughts in any particular order, mind you. Just try not to let a request slip through the cracks, yes?
Okay, so let's see what they have. Whose dilemma will you see too? Oh, we got a nice little list. Let's just start in order. The Emissary of Pen Passions. Ah, it's you. You would see to what plagues my heart. You are too goodly, Claire. I confess that Azoe's joyful union touched me in a way most unexpected. It sparked within me jealousy of all things, for in her happiness I saw reflected my own desires. Yes, 'tis true I am here to speak of my own beloved, the man with whom I wish to spend all my days and nights, the very gentleman to whom I am betrothed. One Sir Hortefance. The festivities have run us both off our feet, leaving us not a spare moment to while away together as we once did. It vexes me terribly, yet I cannot speak of it to him. I would flush like a schoolgirl and tie my tongue into knots. Instead, I mean to pour my woes onto parchment. Really, you never had problems before?
Oh, this explains a great deal. At first I couldn't understand what was upsetting you so, but now it's all clear as crystal to me. Right then, on to this letter. First, what style should she write it in?
Let's see here. Keep it simple and straightforward.
And how should she word her vexations?
Forthrightly, yeah. Yeah, I remember the guy, and he's kind of a bit slow, so I think it's better if she just comes right out and tells him. There, 'tis done. For better or worse, the message is printed.
And all that remains is its delivery, which I will attend to right away. Hortefance read your letter, then he made a beeline for the nearest door to race to your side, Lisette. It was all I could do to keep him from stampeding through the streets. A small miracle he had the presence of mind to even hold a pen.
It says he has been fretting over the same thing as I, in which case why not come to me sooner? Honestly, he also writes that we shall sit down for a proper meal once Valentino's Day has come and gone, so I suppose there's no sense in holding it over his head, although I ought to. Well, that settles my affairs, I should say. My deepest, most sincere gratitude for your help, Claire. You conducted yourself with the diligence and sagacity befitting an emissary of affection. Now go forth and bestow your romantic wisdom upon those in need. Which is funny because I don't have a boyfriend or anything out.
Your assistance was proven positively indispensable, Claire. If you have the time and inclination, do come by again. There's always more to be done after all.
The Nameless Adventurer. Wonder who these are going to be. I don't know them. We of the Adventurers Guild seek to post a letter to our guildmaster, Mother Mione. Though we've yet an untrained and unbloodied passel of adventurers, it still grieves us tremendously to admit that we sought her aid in a task we bungled not several nights gone. We fear this blunder of ours will lower us in her estimation so abominably that we may never work again. We are determined to set this all to rights. But the question is how? What words will move Mother Mione so that she will not see us as the lumbering dolts who stepped in it? Well, that's harsh.
Oh, that is a pickle. Count yourself lucky, though, for you're in the presence of a renowned adventurer, one who most assuredly understands well the problem you face. So, Claire, what advice can you impart to our flustered friends?
Show contrition and gratitude in equal measure.
And what would convince this Mother Mione to provide them with more work?
I don't think they need to worry about that. Well, both of those are good. But yeah, I think she'll like the first one. That failure is a novice's best learning tool. Apparently, there's a good ending and a bad ending for each of these, so it really depends on what you choose that will lead to either a good ending or bad ending. Here, 'tis read at last.
Then I shall see to its safe and expected delivery. Pardon my tardiness. Mione was kind enough to set out tea for me, and I could hardly refuse such an offer. Warmed my heart to see such munificence. And now that I reflect on it, such hospitality too is one form of love, isn't it? But I digress. What does Mione's write?
What a relief it is to read this! She has seen how steadfast our convictions to the guild are. By hook or by crook, we shall not disappoint her. I, for one, am aflamed with determination. Your advice has rung true indeed. Thank you for your wisdom. We shan't forget it. The Winsome Paja. Oh, look who it is! I have a feeling I know who she's sending it to.
Fancy seeing you here, and fancier still that you are the one to assist me. My conundrum is that, as ever, my brother and I are concerned for Kane's well-being. We thought to write her, but I know not what to say, and Arun has lifted not a digit to help. I would ask her to be mindful of her health, but does that not sound rather fussy? Even more so when couched in dearest sisters and formal prose. Though I suppose Kane is both formal and fussy herself. What is more, I haven't much practice in the ways of pen and properly worded messages. My sister is, as I mentioned, a touch on the fussy side and holds manners and decorum in high regard. Little doubt that she will read my words with a rather critical eye. You speak of Kane-senna, the elder seat-seer? She is revered amongst our kind. Just think I will soon be delivering a letter to her. What an honor! But enough about me. We're here for Raya-O-Senna. Claire, how do you think she should go about this?
I really want to say one, but show that you're serious by observing proper letter writing etiquette. If she's that much of a stickler.
Very well, but who should we say this letter is from? Raya-O-Senna may be the one composing it, but it was both her and her brother who meant to ask after her well-being. What are your thoughts?
That should be easy. Be both from her and her brother. I think that would make her happy.
There, I finished it.
May I entrust its delivery to you?
Why, of course. And away I go, Kupo! The elder seat-seer is a wonderful woman, as many have said. She saw how nervous I was and put me at my ease immediately. Your sister is lovely indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's see how she replies. She applauds me for the maturity I showed in writing her and says that as an older sister she could not be more proud. But a curious response. I asked her to watch her health and she commends me on my maturity. Strange as his answer is, it seems our words of worry have gotten through to her, thankfully. Though I was initially reluctant, I'm glad we wrote her. My heart is lighter knowing she is well. Your assistance in these family matters is much appreciated. And hello. The one who dreams of the wider world. Oh, I know her. She was from last year.
Good day, Claire. It's lovely to see you again after all this time. I want you to know that I've been keeping to your advice and am training day in and day out. I'm hopeful that soon I'll be able to take to the open road. As for why I'm here today, well, I want to write a letter to Koop to thank him for his support. Whenever I feel low, I think I want to give up on my dream of seeing the world. Koopka is there for me to lift my spirits. A message for Koopka Koop? So Claire, how do you think she should start it?
Well, he won't like being fussed over, so thank him for all of his encouragement.
And how should she finish the letter?
Support him in his endeavors as he supports you in yours. He'll like that.
Taking your words to heart, I only hope this letter is enough to show Koopka how much he means to me. I'll make sure it reaches the right hands, or paws rather.
Yeah, she was the cute little girl that we met last year in the last seasonal event.
If only you could have seen the look on Koopka's face when I told him who had written him. He couldn't stop twirling through the air. It was adorable. But don't tell him I said that. He was so touched he managed to find time between his many deliveries to craft a reply, which I have here. He really was happy to receive my letter, wasn't he? He tells me how he can feel my gratitude and love for him in every word I wrote. As wonderful as it is to talk with him in person, correspondence like this can be rather fun too. I'm more motivated than ever to continue my training now. Thank you so much for the advice on my letter, Claire. And thank you, Puxy Pico, for delivering it to Koopka.
What's with these names? Okay, the one redolent of boughs. I have no idea what this one's about.
I didn't even notice this letter until just now, Koopo. Must have slipped into my sack right under my nose, which is something of an astonishment, actually, as its wonderful scent is hard to miss. Let's see who it is for. Oh, why, it's addressed to you, Claire.
Really? Who's it from? I'm actually kind of concerned now. Oh no. I know very well the fun you're having right now, without me, considering your tendency to be cold and cruel and heartless. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if I were to learn you've forgotten all about me. Why, oh why, must I be the one writing you? Your beautiful branch is deserving of much more attention than you deem fit to provide. How mean and terrible and rude you are, sapling!
Oh my, aren't they a, sprightly one? I don't know who sent this to you. Suffice it to say that whoever it is will be very displeased if they don't receive a response. Perhaps it's best to pin one now while you're here, so who shall we make your letter out to?
To my beautiful branch, Farrell.
And how will you express your adoration for them?
Well, they love well, they're a pixie, so they would love flowers and sweets, so we'll add those in. Having groveled sufficiently onto the parchment, you seal your letter to the Fairy King.
Now then, wait here while I... Oh my, the letter! It seems to be delivering itself, Koopo! Stop, I say! Don't make me come after you! Oh bother! Wait for me, you silly thing! Wait for me! Despite my best efforts to keep up, I lost the blasted thing somewhere out in the Twelves Wood. Then, as if the story needed to be any more peculiar, I discovered a similarly scented message on the road back. And wouldn't you know, it's addressed to you.
I just knew my sweet little sapling could suss out who I was from the clues I planted in my letter. Your affection for me was read so plainly in your last correspondence. I shall return it here in kind. How could I do less? My precious sapling, wherever your travels may take you, wherever the roads you walk lead, know that my heart goes with you. Every step of every path, be they through dungeon dank and dark, or to mountain peaks magnificent, I am there, watching over you, always and forever. Okay, so that's just about everything here. I'm just going to show you real quick the rewards that we get from this little event. So the first one here is actually another housing item, and it's a little mobile with these beautiful hearts on it. I actually really like this one. Out of all the mobiles, this one's probably my favorite so far. And as for the second one, it's actually barding from the Chocobo. It's the same one that we had with Bird, I guess his name is for right now. So it comes with its own little mail bags, and on the back you can actually see some Valentino's Day chocolates and flowers. Oh, it's so cute. How can you not love it? Anyway, everyone, I think that's going to be it for right now. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be it for Valentino's Day, or I guess Valentine's Day. Potato, potato. What can you say? But either way, I hope you all enjoyed it, and you're looking forward to next time. So until then, take care.